into the game we go. Chaos.
Whoa. Did you see that?
I did.
Oh my gosh. I have not seen a no forced rally to the mineral lines in God knows how long.
It's old school right there.
Super old school. Anyways, welcome everybody to the Top Dog League Finals. We have Renegades of Hell going up against Team Gravity. And this is going to be game number 2 with Team Gravity being up 1. Let's go ahead and introduce our first player spawning in the upper right-hand corner in the golden trunks. It is going to be Renegades of Hell's Jarppi.
So good. And conversely, in the top left, our Protoss player, lost my love, lost my land, lost the place I could not stand. There's no place I can be since I found Team Gravity's Serenity. Favorite name in the whole tournament, hands down.
Yep.
I get excited. Fills me with joy.
So the question is did you cheat?
Did I cheat? Did I have the lyrics up?
Did you cheat?
I cheated Chaos.
Ah,
I'm sorry. I don't want to mess it up. That's something. If you're gonna quote like Firefly lyrics on stream, you can't botch it. So I went for the fail safe. Maybe that's not very Captain Reynolds-esque, but I went for it.
Proxy. No, this is a command center first. What am I talking about?
Yeah, it was like
you're like, wait.
I was like, he's got like 400 minerals. That'd be a lot.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. The supply depot was kind of like, okay, that's different. I guess maybe keeping an eye out for proxy gateways. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, and okay, Serenity was on the correct. Maybe did he go cross? If he was watching that SCV, he would have known the spawn location.
Yeah, you would have. Yeah. Well, you know, is what it is. So unfortunately, actually, he's going to go ahead and go cross position first.
I'm really wondering.
No,
this
is a proxy. This is a proxy Stargate.
Got it. That makes way more sense. I was like, that doesn't. He should know from that. I mean, these players are pretty good. They usually pick up on things like that.
And quite honestly, this could be very, very deadly. You know, by going CC first, Jarppi's really not going to have a whole lot of units out. You really, in order to deal with even one Oracle, I think it's like 5 Marines.
Yep,
if I
that would be
recall.
the magic number. It can take out 4 Marines.
So basically, it's going to boil down to whether or not he understands what's going on. Because Jarppi says, okay, there's no command center. Something fishy's going on. Oh, he's even scouting all the way around the base. He's just like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah, this is clearly. I don't think he's going to try to hide something unless he tried like an in-base factory. But that'd be a very high-risk maneuver, and I think just a little too late. But yeah, you are correct. He definitely has to know that something is not right here because there are a very basic amount of buildings, and he should know. Maybe not exactly what's going on, but he is pumping out Marines very quickly before even getting add-ons, so I think he's got an idea.
Yeah, so I think, I don't know, he might have, assuming that the Oracle gets chrono boosted like mad, I think he's going to have enough Marines. It's just going to be a matter of whether or not Jarppi's going to split them up. As we do have a bunker. Wow. Is he really expecting like front aggression?
I'm not quite sure. Maybe he's just trying to remain safe in case he's thinking, all right, maybe he's proxying some, like, you know, maybe gateways just to throw me off and not worry about aggression. Oh, and all those buddies got mad at that one Marine, and they shot him in the face, and he is now at half health. So now he's got 4.5 Marines.
Yeah, so, I mean, we still have full Marine production. He's not back in, well, as I say that, he stops making Marines. Anyways, Jarppi's actually going to be, he did a little bit of scouting up at the upper left. He just doesn't realize that it's actually at the bottom right. So we will actually see 2 Oracles go in rather than just the one. So,
oh, this is going to be really painful.
Yeah, I mean, he's got, I don't know, he's got a missile turret in his main, and he hasn't built one down at the natural, so yeah, I don't know how effective this is going to be, quite honestly.
Yeah, I actually didn't see that missile turret. Thank you for pointing that out, because now, yeah, I think I'm more on your train. It's like, that's, well, we'll see what happens here. But like, he definitely sees it. He can pick off the gas ones.
Yeah, I mean, quite honestly, he'd be better off coming in here and trying to pick down Marines, just because that is going to give him kind of the most bang for his buck. He is going to go ahead and expand behind this, so he is looking to actually play this out into kind of a macro game. I don't know. It's like he waited so long to try and make this as effective as possible that I think he kind of lost base on his macro. Like, I mean, he's only still on one gateway. We do have the armor upgrade on the way, but he, you know, he's I would say he's a little bit. Ooh, very nice shot, and oh my gosh, losing all of those oracles, almost all of them.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
I mean,
Wow.
He killed 10 workers, which is a good amount. I mean, that's nothing to scoff at, but the investment was large. Very large,
Yeah,
and he lost. If he didn't lose those 2 oracles, I'd call it like moderate success. Losing those 2 is very rough.
Yeah, I mean he's been behind as far as the extra expansion goes for a while, so he's not in a great position. Obviously, he's got a little bit of an advantage. There's been some minerals lost as far as random shenanigans of transferring SCVs and stuff, but I think overall, I don't think the investment was as worth it as he would have anticipated.
Now, currently, I mean, he's up in the worker count, but mules are probably going to make that about equivalent, and he is down in army, so a little bit rough. He did sneak in and get a couple more kills with this oracle, as we highlighted, but he did lose some stalkers at the front. And the oddest thing, now, I want to note, this is the first add-on that Jarppi's gotten. He's just now getting a reactor and tech lab, and those are his very, very, very first add-ons of the game, and they're coming at the 9-minute mark.
I still think he could actually just walk over to his opponent and pull some SCVs and just win.
Are we seeing mech? He's got 3 factories. Mech seems like such an odd choice.
I mean, it's not a terrible choice since he knows where his opponent is, but I mean, he's at such an army advantage that he really doesn't need to worry about it. I mean, like I said, I think this push coming to the front is probably going to be more than enough. I mean, the 3 gateways are just now finishing up. Well, one of them is. 2 of them still about halfway left, but it's going to be pretty hard to hold this, I think.
Yeah, his mothership core just now crossing the threshold, so he will have enough for that Nexus cannon, which I think is going to be vitally important. And yeah, it looks like we're going into some kind of weird mech. He's building a Viking and 4 Hellions, maybe just a lot of Hellions.
Huh. This is really kind of interesting. So he's got that drop there up at the top right, waiting for an opportune time for the Widowmines to come in. But it does look like he's going to try and push the front and force the Nexus cannon down in the bottom first.
Yeah, he should know that this has to be some sort of distraction. Watching this drop. Oh no, he hasn't moved any probes. And it looks like 5 kills, which is a gift, but he has no idea that it's there. He's trying to build a cannon, but he can't. Does he not have any detection? No, he's got
there's one observer that is just now coming into the main, and we'll be able to clean up those 2. I'm really... I really think Jarppi could have capitalized a little bit better on that. I mean, Serenity moved his entire army to deal with those.
Yeah, I really think if he would have potentially just tried to dart in right away when, I mean, it was 2 sentries, he could have gotten a ton of probe kills because he couldn't, lock the probes out without locking the army out. And he's floating a barracks now. Typically we see the floated factory, but a barracks is now, this oracle's getting picked off on the left side. He wants to get some scouting. And so he's got blue flame coming, and it looks like he's got a drop now coming in, and he's got a ton of stalkers, so I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, Hellions coming into the natural, going to get a lot of very nice shots off. A lot of those probes are going to die, and those were not terribly good force fields, but a lot of those Hellions are going to get cleaned up, which is actually a little bit of a problem. As far as units go, there's really only 3 Marines and 6 Hellions out on the field for Jarppi, so he definitely needs to start thinking about getting out actual units.
Yeah, currently, I mean, the Protoss player really has to push his advantage right now, because otherwise, I mean, he's definitely at a huge economic disadvantage. You can see in the income in the bottom right of your screen here, he's down by a good amount of minerals, and that's every minute, so we're going to have to see here.
Yeah, granted, we do have Thors coming out, which is kind of an interesting little twist. I don't know. Mech, I don't think I've ever seen Mech on this map. I mean, while, you know, tank Hellion might be okay with Vikings thrown in, I just feel like Thors are going to be so slow to get across the field.
Wow, and we're seeing transformation servos going down. One of those upgrades, I don't think I've ever actually seen it in a game that we cast this season.
Okay, so he wants to be able to convert all of his Hellions to Hellbats.
Well, he's got so many of them. I think I would hope
mean,
so.
Yeah, when in doubt. This is definitely interesting.
Yeah, these Hellions just don't do much damage at all. I mean, and the Colossi is going to do so well against them. I think he needs to turn and kind of fight it. Oh, good force fields.
Yeah,
Locking
very
nice.
well. Yeah, I think only like 2 Hellions got through that.
Wow. This Oracle has 25 kills. 26 now, Chaos. 27.
Gosu Oracle.
Oh, definitely.
Anyways, big blink up into the main. Actually going to start to pick off one of these factories. Could be able to get rid of one of these Thors. And actually, by taking out the factory with the tech lab and minimizing Thor production, I think that's actually going to be a really, really nice pick off here for Serenity. And it does look like he is going to go ahead and blink out of here and try and pick off this command center, but not going to be able to get it quite in time.
He's getting a lot of utility out of these Stalkers, and he is doing a wonder against these Hellions. There's so many of them. They can now convert, I believe, unless he canceled that upgrade. I don't think he did. I'm not quite sure. Let me check.
Ooh, a lot of SCVs going to get taken out here at the third, and actually the command center is going to go down as well. Very, very nice pick off here by Serenity, as his third base is already up and running. So the economic advantage for Jarppi really is starting to get minimized at this point.
Yeah, he's got a really great that Blink Stalker Colossi army. Ooh, and one Colossus here getting separated from the group. That's just a miss rally that happens on occasion. And it looks like a whole bunch of Hellions coming up here. It looks like 4 of them, but he's going to warp in some Stalkers. Can he get a lot done? Looks like 1 probe kill is all he gets.
Yeah, so, I mean, you know, Jarppi's army, you know, it's not growing very fast just because that factory got sniped out so early. And it looks like we've got 3 more factories on the way, so he definitely wants to get his production up. I mean, you know, the supply difference is definitely starting to rise, or, you know, kind of minimize at this point.
Yeah, I like Serenity is definitely trying to cannon up and make sure he kind of limits the amount that Hellions can do, because that's clearly part of the plan for Jarppi. I mean, if he knew full well he was going to go into Hellions, build those, and then work them into Hellbats, but, you know, that Blue Flame upgrade just hasn't really panned out. It's such a pivotal upgrade because it really defines kind of your build, but Serenity just kind of said, okay, I just won't get Zealots then.
Yeah, I think it's really kind of interesting. Now, he went in earlier on when he was attacking the natural, and he actually ran in there right before Blue Flame finished. Ooh, might get a nice snipe off on this third base. Oh, ooh. Jarppi just getting himself into a decent enough position.
Yeah, and it looks like he traded pretty well there, despite kind of almost overextending. Typically, I mean, when you see that command center or that orbital command live, you know, usually it means the player overextended a little bit, but he was A-okay, and now I love this, adding in Immortals. These are 2/2 Immortals, soon going to be 3/3 Immortals, and those put out some punishment. So he's got a beefy, great army, and he's going to be able to do a lot as he tries to establish his 4th.
Yeah, we got Hellions, a little bit of a Hellbat drop. Ooh, nice pickup by the Medak. Gonna save one of those Hellions right there. Looks like Serenity, wow.
Stalker leg upgrades.
Yeah. Wait, what? Charge? Why?
I wonder if he's thinking, okay, I'm going to force you to give up this Hellbat stuff because they're so unlikely. I really think he might just be trying to round out his composition. Now, 4 Thors coming out at a time, that can be pretty painful, but right now, Serenity's kind of already got the answer, I believe, with 6 Immortals mixed in. Couldn't quite see all of them underneath all those Colossi, and they will chew up. Oh, and this is going to be really bad for Jarppi. We'll see if he can hold on.
Yeah, you know, Jarppi's army is just completely out of position. It's not going to be able to get there in time, and I believe this command center will get focused down. And now it's just going to be Thors and Hellbats against all of these army, and Jarppi is going to go ahead and tap out.